Hello everyone, this is episode 3 in our antenna series, where we explore dipole, monopole, and 5/8 wave antennas. In episode 1, we broke down how the quarter wave above ground dipole antenna works. In episode 2, we followed the signal as it travels through the ionosphere and returns back to Earth. You'll find links to both videos in the description and in the playlist. In this video, I'll show you how a dipole antenna behaves when mounted half a wavelength above ground, how it directs energy towards the horizon for line of sight communication, and how these signals can reflect off the ionosphere for long distance transmission. When you power a transmitter up for the first time, it sends a signal to your dipole antenna. The dipole antenna at that point, within the first fraction of a second, is unaware of how high it is mounted above ground. So it sends its signal everywhere, just as if it was in free space. This signal is called the direct radiation, coming directly from the antenna and being sent everywhere. Part of this signal is sent towards the ground, and it is reflected from the ground back towards the antenna. Now this signal is called a reflective signal, and it mixes with the direct signal. And this is the point where the dipole becomes aware of how high it is mounted above the ground. Now if this dipole is mounted a quarter of a wavelength above ground, this radiation pattern changes and it goes straight up towards the ionosphere. Now, if it is mounted a half of a wavelength above ground, the radiation pattern would change and it would go towards the horizon. So this radiation pattern all depends on the height this dipole is mounted above ground. For example, on your left, we have a dipole antenna mounted half a wavelength above ground. On your right, we have the same dipole antenna mounted a quarter wavelength above ground. The radiation pattern for the quarter wave goes straight up to the ionosphere. It is perfect for localized transmission, where its signal going straight up is reflected off the ionosphere back to Earth, covering an area up to 400 kilometers around the antenna. We talked about this extensively in episode 1. The diagram on the left shows the radiation pattern for the half wave above ground dipole going towards the horizon, where it is reflected at a shallow angle, resulting in much longer transmission distances. The only difference between these two antennas is their height above ground, and that height is what determines their radiation pattern. So now once we have a current going through the antenna, we have radiation being sent in all different directions, including towards the ground. And the distance from the ground is what determines the radiation pattern of the antenna. Now this is a half a wavelength between the antenna and ground. We're sending 0 degrees from the antenna in this case. So by the time it reaches the ground, it is 180 degrees, because from 0 to half a wavelength is 180. We're sending half a wavelength, 0 to the ground, that would be 180 degrees. Now when it hits the ground, we have a reflection. The signal reflects back up. Now when it reflects back up, we have a 180 degree phase change. So we have 180 degrees down, 180 degrees reflection, which is the phase change. So that's a total of 360 degrees, which is the same as 0, right? From 0 to 360, same point, so it's the same as 0. So now we're sending 0 from this point back up to the antenna. By the time it gets here, it will be 180 degrees out of phase with the signal being sent out from the antenna. So these two signals mix together and they cancel each other because one is 0 and the other one is totally opposite at 180 degrees. So that's why you don't have any signal going straight up here, because everything at 90 degrees going straight up has been canceled. Now going back up, you're going to have signals in all different directions, not just 90 degrees. Now the reflected wave to this point has to travel much further. The distance is actually one wavelength instead of a half a wavelength. So if you send 0 from this point right out to this point here, you have 360 degrees. So 360 degrees is the same as 0 degrees. So you have a reflected wave of 0 degrees and or direct wave of 0 degrees. So these two waves will in fact reinforce each other in the direction going towards the horizon. That's why you get this type of radiation pattern. Now this dipole antenna will be transmitting the signal towards the horizon at angles between 0 degrees and 30 degrees. Now, between 0 degrees and 5 degrees are usually these low angles here, and these are what we call ground waves. They usually interact with the ground. At frequencies between 3 megahertz and 30 megahertz, these don't go very far. This type of application is generally used for AM radio. However, when we're using between 3 megahertz and 30 megahertz, this signal is quite weak. So you would only pick up this signal in this area if you're very close to the antenna. Now this wave here would be between 5 megahertz and 30 megahertz. Now this wave would go towards the ionosphere and be reflected off the ionosphere back to Earth. And you'll have multiple hops along the Earth. And this is how we accomplish long distance transmission. And these hops will be very wide, and the higher this signal goes in the ionosphere, the wider the hops will be. You'll notice I have a line on top going right through, right into space. That is just to indicate that 700 megahertz do not turn back to Earth. Anything over 30 megahertz would go directly into space. It will not be reflected to Earth. This is Trevor from Telecom Training. If this video was helpful and you would like to see more videos like this one, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.